Meeting will come to order. The committee meets today to consider the nominations of the General Frank McKenzie to be commander of the Central Command and Lieutenant General Richard Clark to be the commander of the Special Operations Command. Of course, we appreciate very much your many years of service, and we'll expect that when you are recognized for your opening statements that you recognize your family. That is a very important part of your being here today. We do have some required questions, and I'd ask you to answer these questions so that audibly, so we'll be able to hear your response. First one, have you adhered to the applicable laws and regulations governing conflicts of interest?
I will. I will.
All right. Do you agree when asked to give your personal views, even if those views differ from the administration in power?
I will.
Have you assumed any duties or undertaken any actions which would appear to presume the outcome of the confirmation process?
No, sir. No.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Prompting does help. Will you ensure your staff complies with deadlines established for requested communications, including questions for the record and hearings?
I will. I will.
Will you cooperate in providing witnesses and briefers in response to congressional requests?
I will.
Will you witness will those witnesses be protected from reprisal for their testimony or briefings?
They will.
Sir. And do you agree, if confirmed, to appear and testify upon request before this committee?
I do. I will.
And lastly, do you agree to provide documents, including copies of electronic forms of communications in a timely manner when requested by a duly constituted committee, or to consult with the committee regarding the basis of any good faith delay or denial in providing such documents?
I do. I will.
Okay, well, thank you both for your decades of service to our country. We appreciate the great work that you have done. The committee recently held a hearing to discuss the findings of the National Defense Strategy Commission. Their report says the commission assesses unequivocally that the NDS is not adequately resourced. It's clear we must provide sufficient, sustainable, and predictable funding to make the NDS a reality. During the hearing, Ambassador Edelman highlighted the bipartisan conclusions reached by this commission. By the way, this commission report, have both of you read this commission report?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's one of the best reports I've, in my years of experience, I've heard and put together, and it tells a lot of the hard truths you don't like to talk about, what our condition is today, what we need to, how we need to improve it. General McKenzie, the NDS Commission, report noted that the National Defense Strategy talks are about accepting more risk in the Middle East, but was vague on where that risk might be taken, for example, in the fight against ISIS or containing Iran or in Afghanistan. Look forward to your views on what accepting more risk in the Middle East might look like. General Clark, if confirmed, you will be responsible for ensuring our special operation forces are trained, equipped, and ready to implement the NDS and confront threats across the spectrum. So we appreciate your being here today. We are going to be interested particularly in your comments on our peer competition in both in the threats that we are faced today. Senator Reed.